welcome to a playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. So, this is one of those games I've played so many times I can pretty much play it back to front, sideways, and upside down. Interesting fact about this opening screen actually is that they did record an animated opening for it when you play through the keep. I actually don't remember what my keep is like, so apologies if it's really weird. I think it's low gain actually, it's my Great Ward. But we'll find out. So if you've never played this game before, they'll probably be lost on you half of this, so I'll try to explain it as we go along. Just excuse me if I babble. Now, interestingly, I was going to do a playthrough of Origins or Dragon Age 2, but the remote play is shit on this internet connection, so it's just Inquisition instead. The expression on Inquisitor's faces is always the best. Excuse me, I'm concentrating so hard on character creation, it's unreal. Usually when I'm making a new character, I like to make them bald and then like give them hair later on so you can get a full, look at how they look from the sides and everything. But I'm not going to do that this time because that would just take too much work. She's an archer, so I think I'm going to make her Andruel's Valasleen, or whatever the heck that is. There it is. In my last Llewellyn, I actually had it looking really supernatural, and it looked really cool. Valasleen takes up so much time compared to everything else. That's it. Yeah.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Oh, I don't like that mouse.
I just hope I can help. I just hope I can help.
I think, guys, is she ready? Yeah. Oh shit! Didn't mean that. Now, usually when I play my Inquisitors, I always give them heavy makeup and elaborate hair, just because the mental image of Solus doing it for them gives me the giggles. So yeah, you always see my Inquisitors coming out with that, these beautiful braids and makeup and like eyeshadow. Solus there with the brush. Oh no! And I'm assuming you've already played the game if you're watching this, but like, I think it's a really neat transition, this beginning of the game and then the end of Trespasser. Obviously, it is the same place, I'm assuming, but the change obviously in where your Inquisitors come from when they were at the beginning to where they are at the end. It's amazing. I love it. I wish I could romance Cassandra with the lady elf warrior. That would be so cool. Or just any warrior lady in particular.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
If you kill me now, what will happen in this game?
You think I'm responsible?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra.
So what happens now?
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt.
I don't really understand
They
this
need
part
it.
because, like, obviously those are all the citizens of Haven that you come and see again later on. But they're all just kind of like, oh, you're her, you're the Herald. It's like, well, yeah, Cassandra just paraded me out earlier.
It was
Did
a
you not see
chance
this?
for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Now, I didn't know this until quite recently, but you can actually die on this bridge. If you jump up here...
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Look, dead. Let's do that again for fun. But anyway, let's go through here. Hello. Like, as sad as I am that we have no origin stories, the opening of this is super dramatic. And it's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? And I kind of like that.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They
Say
say
a woman was
in
with
the
her
rift
to
behind
find you.
No
one knows who she was.
Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
So, like, when Cassandra grabs you and it's like, the pulses are coming faster now, it's
Make her
like a birth
take-
coach or something. It's really distracting to me. It's like, ah, giving birth to a breach or something. You can also die on this bridge. Watch. Whee! Sorry. I'm just really easily amused.
Stay behind me!
This is like one of those moments in that game that you just know is more dramatic, I suppose, if you're a mage, as opposed to any other class. Because, yeah, sure, you fight off the demon and you're still dangerous, I guess, but when you're a mage it has that much more weight behind it, I suppose. Like from Cassandra you can understand a lot more why she is just like, go, drop your weapon, ugh.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now!
All right. Have it your way.
I cannot protect you. And I cannot expect you to be defenseless. I should remember you agreed to come willingly.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp, or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Loot.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Or if we shoot them in the face with an arrow, that might also help. But I mean, who's judging? One thing I've always kind of enjoyed about Cassandra more so than any other trait, why can't I remember, is her battle cry. It is actually Make Her Take You, which is Abilene's battle cry from Dragon Age 2.
Make her take you!
Which is quite interesting, I think. Loot. Also, for the eagle-eyed among you, these are actually Grey Wardens. See? Look.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
So do I. I just shot Cassandra. Sorry. Like, you can one-shot these things in this playthrough. Another Grey Warden. Or is that a Grey Warden? No, it's a Templar. But when you play this on Nightmare mode, they actually one-shot you, and that's awful. Where are you, Cassandra? Oh, you're there.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Come here, little beastie.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Do?
How did no one guess that he was a supervillain? Like, honestly,
It is yours.
he has a little drum riff and everything.
At least this is good for something.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
good to meet you, Varric.
You may reconsider that stance in time.
Oh, I'm sure we'll become great friends in the valley, Chuckles.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Solus is an apostate, well-versed in such matters.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
It's just a euphemism for his penis, isn't it? There you go. Now there is some sweet loot hidden somewhere down here. Yeah. I think it's down this way. Yeah. Iron. Yeah. And another body. Who is it?
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me now, Seeker?
Oh, Solus, man. Seriously, Solus is so useless. Like, when you're in the hissing waste, people just attack him for no reason. And apparently, even here. No, I don't want to use count. Tactical camera. It sucks. Loot, please. Where's the loot? There should be some around here somewhere. Ah. Thank you. But yes, on that point, when you're actually in Crestwood or the Hissing Wastes, and you have Solus in your body, things just attack him for just like no reason. It's really quite funny. Like I'll just wander off and explore bits, and all of a sudden you're just fighting stuff, and it's like, dude, what's going on? And Solus will basically just have been attacked by like wolves or dragons or something. It's so random. You can't catch me.
You are Dalish, but clearly away from the rest of your clan. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
I have wandered many roads in my time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than their superstition.
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
I just love that Solus is like, yeah, I cross paths, I offer to offer knowledge, and they shunned me for no reason, really. When he's literally their, like, trickster god, and they barred him because he got rid of their gods. There's loot in here, I know it. It's really putting it quite lightly. Now, if you are... Ooh.
Shit, are you alright?
Oh yeah, this is randomized, by the way. Like, someone different asks you each time if you're okay. It's not like race gated like I
So,
originally thought it was.
are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Penis joke. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, for the Kunari and the dwarf and the human as well. Actually, it's actually Varric who strikes up conversation as opposed
I
to
hope
Solus.
Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
I keep coming! Help us!
Hurry! Use the mark!
Already there, mate. You're like 10 years behind.
I will not have it!
And you can like just stand here and listen to them argue,
Ah.
but it's pointless, really.
Here they come.
And it's just him being an ass and
You
Liliana
made
being
it.
like, "Oh yes, Mr.
Chancellor
Herod."
Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead!
He says that with such
You must elect
gusto,
her replacement
like,
and obey her orders
surely
on
that's
the matter.
upsetting to all of them.
So none of you are actually in charge here.
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
I'm going to charge with the soldiers because this way you get introduced to Cullen a bit earlier than you would normally in the game. No, I'm
I
planning on
say we
romancing him or
charge.
anything. I just
I won't
think it
survive
makes
long
more
enough for
narrative
your
sense.
trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
So this is like one of the most dismal bits ever. Like, look, this guy just got blown up. But there is actually loot in here if you go this way. Loot. Which I know, you have to actually just rob the Inquisition soldiers. But, I'm okay with that. Because at this point, they're not mine. Oh well. You can actually upgrade Cassandra's stuff at this point, which is quite nice. And I'm hoping I can actually level up. That would be also nice. No? Why can't I level up? If I save, maybe then I can level up. Okay, I think that's bugging out. Okay, we'll come back to that later. I think there's some elf fruit over here. Somewhere. No? Is that a Grey Warden? Maybe? Yeah.
Be wary. Another fade rift.
Make it take you!
Look, that's
How
Cullen.
many rifts are there?
There he is.
We must seal it if we are to get past.
Quickly then!
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's
No
hope
thanks
it
to you,
works on the
Assface.
big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
You're not the only one hoping that.
We'll see soon enough, won't we? The way to the temple should be clear. Liliana will try to meet you there.
Then we'd best move quickly. Give us time, Commander.
Make her watch over you, for all our sakes.
I just love how zen the Inquisitor is about all of this shit that's happening. Like, they don't panic at all. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Let's walk into the demon-infested valley. Alright. Whatever. Whatevs.